Welcome back, everyone. 9 o'clock on your Saturday morning. Thanks for getting your weekend started with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. And we know, Lindsay, a lot of people still shoveling out. I've been seeing on social media people still shoveling their cars, driveways, side streets, you name it.
I know. And there are still some roads where they're like 2-lane roads, but one lane is still blocked by where the snowplow kind of pushed all that snow off into. So we're still not operating normally.
Yeah.
We're still kind of getting back to that. But as we speak, there's some more light snow falling.
But nothing too crazy.
Right, not going to amount to much, but I did want to show you what it looks like, as this could potentially cause some visibility issues, potentially also create a quick coating on some of these paved surfaces. So take a look here. This is I-65 down in Franklin, Indiana. This is actually just north of Franklin, kind of on your way down there. So that snow is steadily falling right now, and this is kind of the view across a good portion of the Indy Metro, especially down into southern Marion County and into Johnson County. So I wanted to take you down a little bit closer to where some of these pockets of some of these darker blue blobs are, if you will. And that's just an indication on where the snow is falling at a bit of a steeper clip. Now, this is from Southport over to Beech Grove, across the southeastern tier of Marion County, and then down that I-74 corridor down into Franklin, seeing some of that organized snowfall. This is not going to be a big snow event for us, but it is going to keep some scattered light snow showers around for really the course of the day, because we're picking up on some of that moisture coming off of Lake Michigan. That northeast wind this morning kind of enhancing some of the snow coverage. Gonna keep that going for today with that cold air also in place. Light snow around downtown Indy. We actually dropped a degree this hour. We're now down to 10. Feels more like 4 below. Light scattered snow will be possible into the afternoon as we approach the upper teens, near 20 for a high later today. We've got another round of snow, couple rounds of snow possible as we get into next week. The first few days of February, by the way. We'll talk more about that latest timeline in the full forecast.
All right, we'll see you then, Lindsay. Well, right now, many Hoosiers are still digging out their cars from that snowstorm last week, and crews may be done cleaning the streets, but many neighbors tell us there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. So 13 News spoke with a 78-year-old man in Fishers who said he did his part cleaning his walkway, which he says the city says he's responsible for. But after plows cleared the streets, all of that snow made it back onto his sidewalk, blocking the sidewalk that kids normally use to walk to the bus. A spokesperson for the city of Fishers tell 13 News that the city is working on a volunteer program now that can help neighbors clear snow in the future.
I think it's an excellent idea. And there are a lot of people like me, who are older and who have heart conditions. And, they warn you not to get out there and shovel the snow, especially when it's piled up like that.
Now, right now, there are groups like Snow Buddies who connect volunteers with neighbors who can use the extra assistance. And you also have until Monday to file complaints about snow-covered roads here in Marion County. Indy DPW crews say they wrapped up their extended shifts Thursday. Now they're moving to inspecting the work that contractors have done. Now they say they're looking at streets with a thick pile of snow down the middle, tire tracks on either side, and DPW says that that's a sign that a snowplow has not been through, and then they'll end up sending a truck back out. So you can file a claim right now online with the Mayor's Action Center now through Monday. Monday is the deadline to get that in. You can make sure just to include a picture. We do have more information at WTHR.com. And we know the snow is not the only problem. We know that brutal cold temperatures also are affecting people pretty hard. Indianapolis EMS says they're now seeing a surge in cold weather emergencies. Our Ashton Hackman breaks down the numbers.
That's right. Over the past week, with bitter cold and dangerous wind chills, paramedics in Indianapolis have seen 6 times the normal number of cold weather emergencies.
The snow may be done falling, but the calls to Indianapolis EMS are rising.
It's been a challenging week for the entire city, and IMS is been answering the call many times.
On a normal winter day, paramedics handled 2 or fewer cold emergencies. This week, that number climbed to nearly 10 a day. Sunday, the peak of the storm, it spiked to 21. 3 people died from the winter weather.
Since it is so cold, individuals who are exposed to it are experiencing the symptoms faster. Cold is a stressor, and I think people need to realize that. So not only are you getting stressed by this extreme cold, but obviously the activities that are necessary when we have such a huge amount of snow.
IEMS Chief Dan O'Donnell says the two main cold emergencies are frostbite and hypothermia. With frostbite, you should be looking out for red, pale skin, numbing feeling in your fingers or toes, muscle stiffness, and blistering in severe cases. You can limit your exposure with wearing warm layers, avoiding being out in the cold for too long, and seeking medical attention if symptoms don't improve. Hypothermia can be deadly. Pay attention for any of these symptoms, particularly confusion, memory loss, slurred speech, and drowsiness.
Keeping dry, that's important. As we get wet, the impacts of cold and the threat of cold injury go up. So you want to try to keep things as dry as possible and covered up.
In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
And make sure you have our WTHR weather app downloaded to track the cold temperatures and snow chances. You can also check hourly forecast, our weather blog anytime right now from your phone. It's a free download in your phone's app store. This morning, we're learning more about a privacy breach over at the Marion County Public Health Department. County leaders say an employee accessed information beyond what was needed for the job. That information includes names, lab results, and dates of birth. The health department says they're now reaching out to about 792 clients that were affected by this breach. And the health department sent a statement that says they don't believe there's any financial information involved. And they also don't believe there's any indication that the information was misused. Well, right now, the Indy Ignite are gearing up to be back at home here in action, and it will be a special game tonight, just days before National Women in Sports Day. Our Marina Silva is live this morning inside the Fishers Event Center with more on how the team is honoring their athletes. Good morning, Marina.
Well, good morning, everyone. Yes, we're here inside the Fishers Event Center. We're actually right on the court. And in less than 12 hours, the Indy Ignite are set for their first serve. It's at 7 o'clock. And I'm here with Carly. How are you?
I'm so good. Thank you for having me this morning.
How excited are you for tonight?
We are so excited. Another Saturday night here at Fishers Event Center with the Indy Ignite. It's going to be a party like it always is. We can't wait to see the fans in the house.
So what can fans, for those that are coming or that want to come, what can we expect tonight?
Well, it is our Orange Out presented by PNC, so make sure you wear your orange. The first 1,000 fans get a scrunchie thanks to PNC, and it's going to be a party like it is every single time. So first serve is at 7, but if you're getting here at 7, you're missing the fire, you're missing the pre-show, you're missing a lot of excitement. So doors open at 6, get your scrunchies, get in here. Pepper will be here saying hi. We got our fire starters, and we got some really good volleyball about to be played tonight.
And what can, for those that still want to get tickets, they can still do that, right?
Yes, it's a little chilly outside, but it is hot in here with the fire. You can still get tickets at indyignitevb.com and come join the party tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I can say it does feel a lot better in here than it does outside. But if you can't make it today, we are streaming it on WTHR Plus. That starts at 7. But if you are coming, again, get here early. The doors open at 6. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
All right, should be a great matchup, and you stay warm out there, Marina. Reporting live for us this morning at Fishers Event Center. Thanks.